Hello, thank you for coming to my video. If you would like to help my channel grow, please like and subscribe, and please click on this little bell icon so you never miss a future video. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Before we get today's video started, I want to talk about something. We are going to be doing a giveaway. My current subscriber count is at 1,426 at the time of this recording. I need your guys' help to raise that. So, we're going to be doing a giveaway for this $25 Amazon gift card. Real deal. Not something I printed off or anything like that. You are going to receive, a lucky winner at random is going to receive this $25 gift card. And in order to enter, all they have to do is subscribe to the channel following the instructions below in the description. And if we can get that subscriber count up to at least 4,000 or greater by the time New Year's Day hits, in other words, if we can get that subscriber count to 4,000 before the year 2019, one lucky random winner is going to receive this $25 gift card. So just follow the details in the description. Thank you and enjoy the video. Hello everyone. Today we are doing a let's play of my favorite game on the NES, The Guardian Legend. I don't know if it's actually my favorite, but I always say it's my favorite, because I just remember the commercials saying it's the most action-packed NES game back in the day. We'll start a new game here. So for those that have never heard of this game or never played this game, it's basically a shoot 'em up, as you can see here. You know, you're flying around your little spaceship, you shoot stuff, but it's also a sci-fi type adventure game. You know, kind of like Legend of Zelda a little bit. So it's actually two different genres, two different kinds of game in one. So, oh, try to get that. So, we're going to do a lot of Legend of Zelda comparisons here. But, like Legend of Zelda, when you, like, kind of explore the overworld and just, you know, kind of explore, look for things, look for items and that kind of stuff, and then you would go into the dungeons, think of this game like that, but the dungeons are spaceship shoot-'em-up levels. Your main character is basically like a female cyborg that transforms into a spaceship. So, she's like a female transformer, which is pretty cool. So, starts off pretty simple, you know, just basic spaceship shooter. You know, just your standard stage. So yeah, this is easily one of my favorite games when I was a kid. And I never beat the game, even though it was one of my favorites. And the reason I never beat it is because it has this, it has a password system. It doesn't have a save feature. But the password system is probably the biggest complaint in the game. It's like this super huge long password. So when I was a kid and I would write down the password so I can play it later, about every other time I would write it down, I would, you know, have like a little, I would write down one of the characters wrong or one of the letters wrong or something like that. So I would always miswrite the password and always had to start over all the freaking time. So I was never able to beat the game because I was always starting over for not writing down the password correctly. And it was easy to not write down the password correctly because, you know, it's like a super long, complicated password. It wasn't like just a simple password like in Metroid. So, even Metroid is a little complicated, but this one was even more so. So, just beat the first stage. So, it's going to take me to the little adventure stage here. So, basically, you're into your humanoid form and going around, you know, shooting your basic gun. Of course, it has the story mode here. Story mode is basically, there's this giant planet, and it is a giant alien planet infested with all this aliens and whatnot, and it is headed to Earth, and you have to activate the self-destruct sequence locked away in 10 stages, I think it is, or 10 lockouts to activate self-destruct sequence so it doesn't get to Earth, or some damn thing like that. I don't remember. I didn't play it too much for the story. So that blue bar on the bottom is your energy bar. We go to the select menu here, kind of like in Legend of Zelda. It shows like a little mini map. Don't have any special weapons yet, but we will get some special weapons along the way. And we're going to kind of take our time. We're kind of like explore this a little bit here. Shows like a little destination there for like the next stage. I'll kind of explain the game as we go along. So there's like the little warp pad right there, but for these kind you need a key. So every time you beat one of the new stages and you beat a boss, you get an upgrade or a new special weapon, and you also get a key, so you go into a new section of the planet here. So we don't have the key for that yet. Turn the volume up just a little bit. And we got a special weapon right away. This is actually my favorite special weapon. Good nod to Star Wars there. So this here, that's a chip. There's the red one and the blue one. Of course, red ones are worth more. The chips, when you grab them, they refill your life. And they're also currency. So when you buy items, when you come to vendors, you give them chips, and they can give you weapons or upgrade your weapons. But they're also currency for your special weapons. So I have a special weapon equipped, so instead of hitting B for my normal attack, I'll hit A, and it'll actually drain away your chips. So you grab that, and it gave us a little bit more chips, and also refilled our items as well. And you go to the pause menu to switch to different special items when you grab various special items. I love the lightsaber. It's my favorite special weapon in the game, just because it's so damn powerful. So, I haven't played this in a while. I need to sit down and just play the whole thing and finally beat this game. Oh yeah, see, I beat him pretty quick. And I got another special weapon. Yeah. So there's a lot of special weapons in this game. I want to say 12 or something like that. I don't know. I forget. Let's see, I'm trying to go back. I think this was the direction I started. And your basic weapon will actually get upgraded as you progress as well. Like your maximum chips will go up, and depending on your maximum amount of chips, your weapon will get more and more powerful. And of course, a lot of entrances to the shoot 'em up stages, they're locked, so there's a trick to opening them, and then you have to go through and find the trick to opening them. Like there's one where you have to just shoot it a bunch, one where you have to talk to a guy a bunch of times, or a lot of weird stuff. I don't remember a lot of it. Let's see what's up here. I think this is just a shortcut. Yeah, it's just a shortcut. I'm going to go back. I would love for this game to get some kind of HD remake or something. When I was a kid, I used to really like the shoot 'em up games. I was never like a huge Die Hard fan, where I played like every single one or anything like that. It's one of those things where, being a kid growing up and loving arcade games, the shoot 'em up, the spaceship shooter, whether they're vertical or horizontal, they would always catch my attention right away. Or, diagonal in some cases, like Zaxxon. Let's see, what's down here? So it's kind of like a little introduction to like the game and how the game works and everything. So, I think this is a starting location back when we started. Yep. Go back over here. And let's switch back to the lightsaber. Of course, you grab a heart and it'll refill your health for you. Now, I think there's if I remember correctly, because it has been a little while since I played this, there's an experience system when you get your score up there or something like that. I forget exactly how it works. What does this do? Oh yeah, so that upgraded our chip maximum. So our chips raised to 100. I think it upgraded our weapons too. But I used the lightsaber, so it brought the chips down to 96. Let's see, is this more chips? Yeah, so that upgraded that a little bit. So you can, like, you know, mash the B button to shoot it, or you can just kind of hold it down, but it won't shoot as fast. But I think there's also some upgrades that make your shots shoot faster, so you can just hold them down eventually. So this is the direction we want to go, but we're going to do a little bit of exploration here real quick. Grab all the various special weapons here. I'm going to keep the lightsaber equipped. I'll grab them all to kind of show them off real quick, but the lightsaber is just too dang powerful. I like the tune. It's a catchy tune. Oops. And that's another warp path for a key that we don't have. Oops. Sells to you for 500. Well, I don't have 500 yet, so I can't get that. So if you ever buy a weapon that you already possess, it'll actually just upgrade that weapon. And when you defeat the stages, it'll also give you a special weapon or upgrade it depending on which it is. See, does this go back to the starting point? Yeah, back to the starting point. So we'll go back here. And like you saw earlier, there'll be bosses on particular parts of the stages. I'll kind of play that like that alarm sound. So if I go back up, I think that'll be used up. Yeah. Oh yeah, so here's a boss right here. We got our lightsaber equipped, so we'll work him. It was actually a double-bladed lightsaber. Like they knew what Darth Maul was going to be like. You know, 20 or 10 years. Yeah, about 10 years. About 10 years before Phantom Menace came out. Refill my health. And then I forgot what that does. I don't know if that speeds up my shot. I think I might have sped up my shot a little bit. So I was looking up I was doing some research before starting this video. I didn't do a bunch, but I didn't know this until about a week ago. That this game is actually a sequel to another game. Like the previous game came out a couple years beforehand, but it came out on the MSX system. Which of course, you know, no one's ever heard of the MSX. Well, I shouldn't say no one. All the hardcore gamers know of the MSX. That was the system that the Metal Gear franchise first came out on. That was, you know, the good versions of Metal Gear. But like average gamers, you know, like the kids that walked into Sears or whatnot, wanting Nintendos when they were a kid, you know, MSX wasn't really a common system. I don't even think I've ever seen an MSX in person until way later in my life. So here's another. No, that's an upgrade. Okay. Okay, so that's our shooting upgrade that makes the shots go faster. Like there's no point in even mashing the button anymore. Now I can just hold it down. So this path will take us back to the starting point. Let's see where this one takes us. Yeah, we'll grab that. Why not? Of course, our chips are back down below 100, so it makes our primary weapon a little weaker. So we gotta gather chips to bring back to 100 to boost it up a little bit. Let's show that off a little bit. It's actually a pretty good sub-weapon. So right here, that's basically your save point. It's not really a save point. It'll basically show you a password. I think it's when you die. So your weapon. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to remember. Press the A button. There we. No. Yeah, there we are. That big long character thing on the bottom. I mean, 32 characters for a password. And look at all the variations of letters and everything. It is ridiculous. So yeah, that's the password system in the game. It needed a battery backup for saving games. This game desperately needed that. I probably would have beat the game when I was a kid. Oh, look at all the chips here. You know what we're going to do? See where we're at. Go back up and buy that other weapon. There we go. Of course, we're back down to nothing. Since we went into this room, let us see if it'll give us access to those chips again, if it'll reset. Nope. Okay, so we gotta beat a stage or start the game over. You know, put the password in or something like that. But that's okay. We'll gather some chips along the way. Yeah, we already got 60, just the blue ones. I think the blue ones are worth 20. If I remember correctly, the blue ones are worth 20, and the red ones fill it up completely, or they're worth 100 or something like that. And if I remember correctly, I know there's a way to do it, and I think it's through the password. If you type in a certain password, I think it's just the TGL, you know, the Guardian Legend. I could be wrong, but it'll play just the shoot 'em up stages without the adventure mode. So if you want just a shoot 'em up experience, you can type in that password, and then it'll let you play the shoot 'em up stages. Which now we're going to go to our first shoot 'em up stage. That's not the intro. And she transforms into her jet form. Of course, you get access to all your special weapons. You know, spaceship with a lightsaber on the front. Oops. Of course, a lot of the weapons look a lot cooler, and a lot of the special weapons look cooler in spaceship form, where they're a little more functional. See, how many weapons would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see one. At least 10 sub weapons or something like that. I didn't bother looking it up before I started playing this. It's been a while since I played the game. But that's the nice thing about some of the favorite retro games is when you go back and play them again, when you haven't played them in a while, it's almost like playing them brand new. You remember just enough to kind of know your way around and play the games, but then you're kind of like rediscovering everything again. I told my wife if something ever happens to where I lose my memory, to have me playing certain video games over again so I can re-experience them like I first playing them. I need to make a list or something, but I know I told her the Final Fantasy games on Super Nintendo are definitely on top of that list. You know, if I get in a car accident, knock on wood, you know, and I lose a bunch of memory or something like that, and I forget a lot of the Nintendo games I played growing up. It's like, oh, hey, at least I got an excuse to go back and play a bunch of those again. Seriously though, I hope that doesn't really happen. For any of you guys out there wanting to re-experience RPGs by doing that, don't. Of course, now we got the boss fight here. We're just going to work him with a lightsaber and hopefully survive. Yeah. Yeah, I think it does really good. So you got the key, it looks like the letter D. Or it looks like a moon. Destroyed one of the corridors. And we got a special weapon, which we go to our menu. Was that one? Okay, it was that one, yeah. I thought it was one we already had. So this will give us access to another part of the world. Or two different parts of the world. And they'll open up some new stages and whatnot, so... Gee, I wonder which way I'm supposed to go. I didn't mean to go down. That's okay. There we go, got another special weapon here. Shoot stuff behind you. That'd definitely come in handy. Let's see, which way? Let's go down. Ooh, boss fight. Big crab monster. Oh, we worked him so easily. Ooh, another sub-weapon. Yeah, this is that double-bladed lightsaber. So 13 sub-weapons. That's what it is. 13 sub-weapons. Yeah, there's our Darth Maul lightsaber right there. And if I remember that, if I remember correctly, actually, let's just go test it out. Travels real slow, but does a lot of damage. Kind of stays in the enemy for a little bit and doing more damage. Those things you can't kill. Ooh. There we go. Let's go up this way. Of course, a save point right there. I say save point, but it's actually the password reveal area. Oh, I hate spiders. Actually, if you go back and wait, that dude will eventually multiply. I didn't see what that was when I grabbed it. That's okay. Corridor 11. Oh, that's one of the later ones. I'll probably get worked if I go there. Ooh, this guy's about ready to kick my ass. Oh, and I died. Continue, push start. So continue where we left off there. We're gonna go back and see if we can take him out. Am I in the wrong? Oh, that's right, I gotta go up here. See if one of these guys can give me some health. Oh, I am doing horrible. Now I need even more health. Come on, good health. Yeah, there we go. I forget which one is the homing. I think it's that one. Hopefully I don't run out of ammo. Yeah. Yeah. Worked out pretty good. So now I got some chips to spare, so I don't drop below 100, and I can still use some special weapons. You know what? What the hell? Corridor 11 is going to be a little harder. Because I don't have the upgrade in my shot yet. That's not too bad so far. Oops. I don't think that's the right weapon for the job. Don't want to go below 100. Cool, you can be back to 150. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad so far. Oh, now we're in the boss fight. I forget what boss. Oh, he worked me pretty good. Try to do the lightsaber trick again. That's okay. But yeah, that is the Guardian Legend on the Nintendo. I still remember the old commercial where it said like the most action-packed game. There's actually two commercials back in the day. There was the first one where it says the Guardian Legend, the most action-packed adventure on the NES or whatever it said. And then there was another one where it starts off like the first one, but then another one goes, no, it's Battle of Olympus. And it's actually a Battle of Olympus commercial. And it's like, what game is better, Guardian Legend or Battle of Olympus? Battle of Olympus was like a Zelda 2 Adventure Link clone. But yeah, that's Guardian Legend. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please click that little bell icon to get notification of future videos. And I will see you guys later.